Okay, let's get started with this breakdown of this potential trade, US dollar, Swiss franc. I'm looking at this area here to look to go for a short. Now, if I just quickly drop over into the 4 hour, if you look at the 4 hour area here, we can see that it's been on a downtrend going down, nothing, and then we actually have, as we could say here, broken up and broken structure. Now the other option is between this is where you look at if it's a structure break or if it's a liquidity grab. So sometimes we don't know, and when people say they do, they don't. No one knows anything in this Forex. It's a fucking crazy game. So we all just have to try and help each other with this. So if we look at this area here, potentially with this, because it's broken the structure going down, you would look for this area to come back up to here, and then at least try and get to 50% of this area here. So you could have looked for a short there. Now what's happened here, there has been no reaction to it. It's pushed up and then pushed down. I'm looking at this as taking a huge level of liquidity, taking the people out who had their shorts on and go in and taking their shorts and then being stopped out. And if we look at this level here, there was a small level of imbalance right through here, between there and there, okay, which hadn't been cleared, and as you see, it's gone all the way across and tapped into that level. So this is what I'm looking at as, why is that bloody line not disappearing? Oh, it's because I'm grabbing the box. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So say we've tapped into this level of supply up at here. Now, if we look further down, on the 4 hour, we've got demand in there. We've got demand in there. Okay. And we've got demand down here as well. This is my level that I'd rather look at actually trading, this level here, purely because there was previously this demand here, so I supply there, so pushed up, pushed back down, and then tried to go through again, and then went and then jumped off and then carried up going. So I'm looking at this. So if we drop down to the 1 hour now, which is where I like to actually do a bit more analysis from, I'm looking at this 1 hour zone, looking to short and come back down to this 1 hour zone here, which is now refined of that 4 hour zone. So you can see we had this messing around, we've come back up, messed around, jumped up, down, bang, then we've broken through this level here. And that's where it broke through, and it started from here. So that's where I'm looking to see if price can drop back down to. I'm looking at all of this as sell side, where I'm thinking people are buying and the stops are at this level. Let's put the liquidity there. So that's why I'm looking at that level. I hate that liquidity one, that one there, LQ, liquidity. So 1 hour, push up here, crap pullback, push up again, then a pullback down. Doesn't really go into this level, doesn't clear this balance out, but it does tap into where it was struggling, and then it is really just slowly climbed back up. I'm hoping we'll get up to this point and then drop back down to there, and from this point then potentially we could see it change again and then look to go long and potentially, I don't know, possibly move up, but I'm not worried about it at the minute. I'm just looking at what setup I've got here. Now, the reason why my entry is not here, I'm just looking, if you look at where this pushed up at this point, stopped there, and if you look at where it went across, let's get that in, okay. If we drop down to the 15, should get a bit of a clearer picture of what I'm looking at here at this point here. So we've broken up and then we've broken down, to say that the market has changed its possible direction. I mean, that's a huge sell-off there, whether the buys have been closed off or whatever. That looks like a huge sell-off there. So the move started from in this area. Now I like to use the volume profile just to have a look and see what's going on, see what the most traded price was according to the data on this chart, and that's there. As you can see, it goes up and it just completely drops off there. So it's purely buying, and then when it comes back down, it just falls back and it's just pure selling again through there. So I'd like to see at least try and get up to that point and then drop off. It could just come to here. So it's up to you, you know, how you play, how you take your trades, but this is the way I'm doing this one. If I miss it, I miss it. This now could create some liquidity, so people could start selling already, stop losses going along. So we could get, say for example, this move, this move, this move, down we come. Triggered entries coming back in here, or sales, stop losses or whatever on there because of, I don't know if it would be a trend line break or whatever, for it to come back up to this level and then drop back down again. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm expecting a sell-off, and I'm hoping that, you know, we do get this level come up here to be triggered. We could drop away, we might not, but that's how I trade it. I'll keep you updated with this and we'll go from there. Okay, right, update on the USD Swiss franc trade. So like I said, I mean, this is the next day. This was yesterday I did the analysis looking to take that trade. Like I said about this possibly creating liquidity where price would push down, push up, then push away. It did exactly that. I always look for this type of thing to happen all the time in order to get my get into a trade. I just love seeing it drop away before it's actually gone into the area that I'm actually looking to trade, which is this 1 hour zone which was up here. That's what's fantastic about doing supply and demand, is there is the 1 hour zone in there, is seeing price come up, completely miss it, drop away, people start selling, stop losses above here, it comes and takes this next level, or probably takes some more liquidity, then drops away again. So at the minute the trade's running fine. It seems to be showing some decent selling power here at the minute. Now in terms of my money management side of stuff, shut up, sorry, it's my dog going absolutely ape shit, another dog walking past. Right, when I get to a 2R, this is how I manage my trades. When I get to 2R, I bank 1R and then I set the stop loss to break even, and then I just leave it and let it go to try and aim for my final target. That way I've always put in some money. Just the main thing about this is just making sure that you bank the money and you get yourself paid. Beginning, I was always looking for, can I hit a 10R trade, can I hit a 15R trade, and I just stuffed myself over. I'm just a lot better, just a lot happier just sticking 1R in, knowing that I've been paid. Now if you had a 100 grand funded account, 1R, and you traded 1%, that's 1,000 quid. If you're trading 0.5% risk, it's 500 quid, or dollars, or whatever your currency you're working in. You just got to look at getting yourself paid and then building up over time. This is not a quick game, this is a slow game, but you put the time and effort in, it's going to be worth it. So with this trade at the minute, I'm hoping that we do carry on continuing down. I never add as I'm going down. I never normally look at trying to do extra entries. I just take a trade and then I go. There is some news coming up later, so we'll see what happens with that. Euro USD as well, I took a trade on yesterday, 1 hour. There was this 1 hour demand down here. There's a whole, this is the whole demand actually down here. So again, I use my volume profile level. This is the area that I actually triggered, but I put my stop loss below here. There's my target and there's my 2R. So I mean, that huge candle yesterday just went and did it, and we're continuing to push up. Very similar, all of these setups are very much the same. I always look to see price to come down near to a zone and then push away. That for me always tells me that that's created another level of liquidity and it's going to drop again, and it gives me a little bit more confidence to a trade. So yeah, if this does go and hit target, then I'll do another update. But for now, I mean, the analysis was all there. I hope it made sense. And as usual, trade safe. Bye bye.